Welcome back to a new episode. Some of you have been asking me of what kind of equipment I use on winter trip and how I dress. So in this first episode I will be talking about the equipment, and in the next episode I will show you how I dress for the next winter trip. So it can still be some slight changes. I leave in some weeks, but I think most is decided now. So yeah, let's dig in the equipment. So I'm planning to start talking about the sleeping system. So we cover that up first, I guess. So let's first talk about the tent. I use a Hilleberg Soulo. This is the red label, also common black label. I think the red label is good enough. And I cut some weight compared to the black label. It's a dome tent, it's a Swedish manufacturer. I've been using it a lot lately. It's a bit small. I would love to have bigger space, but I also want to cut weight and space on the luggage. So yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about the tent because there's a lot of views on YouTube already and they show it much better than I can. But I use a Hilleberg red label Soulo. Perfect for Scandinavian conditions and can handle storm really great. Inside it's packed with 8 snow pegs, so I can have it secured in the snow as well. And yeah, some extra spare poles, and that's that. Comes in some weight, but a must, I think, to have a really good tent that you can rely on. Together with that, I have a shovel, of course. A shovel is a must. Doing a place to sleep. You can also use it to dig a little way out in the snow if you need, if it's snowing a lot. A shovel is a must, I guess, if you are in a very heavy snow place. So it's a no-brainer. You can share it to 2 pieces, depending on how you put the luggage. But a shovel is a must, and it's pretty small, but it can still do a lot of work with this shovel. So good to have. Sleeping pads. First I use a foldable Exped sleeping pad. Also good to just sit on if I do something. I can have it like this, have my knee, do stuff. Also if I'm just gonna take a lunch break, it's nice to just have something good to sit on. This is reliable, doesn't isolate very good, but it's a good thing to have. It takes up some space, but no weight. So a must for me, at least. I combine that with the Thermarest NeoAir XTherm NXT. This is very small. If you compare it how much R value it has 7.3. So combined together with the Exped foldable one, I have good isolation from the ground. This is more fragile then, of course, so you have to be a bit careful. But yeah, very lightweight. Also, there's tons of reviews of this outside on YouTube. But a small sleeping pad that still isolates very good. So sleeping bag, I'm using the RAB 1000. Comes in 1000, 1200, 1400, I think. This is rated to -30. I've tried it some nights in -30. And it worked very well, depending on how you use it, of course. This is down. I have a synthetic one before from Mountain Equipment. Down is a bit more fragile to moisture, so you have to keep that in mind when you are traveling, especially in Norway, close to the coast. But yeah, if you really want to cut weight and space, down is the way to go, I guess. That's why I bought this one. So I use that one together with the RAB Thermic Expedition sleeping bag liner. This should add some extra degrees for comfort. It should reflect the heat back to your body a little bit. So that's a plus, but I also use it to keep my sleeping bag a bit cleaner. Since it's a down sleeping bag, I don't want to clean it that often. So I combined it with a sleeping bag liner from RAB. This is dressing, I guess, but since I only use it in camp, I'm gonna show you this as well. It's the down booties from Western Mountaineering. Keep my toes a little bit warmer. I hate waking up in the middle of the night and have freezing toes. So also those one I use, and I consider it camping gear. Yeah, some boring parts as well. I have some extra clothes. I have 3 extra underwear, 3 extra socks, and 2 extra t-shirts to have some change if I need to. I also have so I can clean it during the way. I'm gonna show that later. But some extra clothes to keep myself a bit fresher, even though I don't change clothes very often. Less than I should, I guess, when I'm out. Let's talk about, yeah, I also have the pillow with the sleeping gear, of course. This is a C2 Summit Premium Large Aeros pillow. It's a little bit bigger than my old one, but I like to have some nice neck support, so I think it's worth it to have a little bit bigger pillow with me. Let's continue with the kitchen stuff. I have a Primus OmniFuel T2 titanium stove. I think that's the name. I will put all the name in the description later. But it's a lightweight stove, perfect for 1 person, a bit too small for 2. I think then you need more power because it takes a lot of time to boil up snow to water. But a really good stove if you're just 1. It's easy to maintain, unscrew all the parts and screw it together again. If you're going out alone, I say it's very important to get to know your stove and to know how to fix it if something happens, because yeah, it's your source to water, and without water you will be screwed, I guess, because it's so dry out there. So get to know your stove. I have extra spare parts for this one, extra things. This one you attach to the pump. The pump goes in the fuel bottle. I have 3 liters together with me that I know I can handle a lot of days. If I'm stuck in a storm or something, I still have water supply. So I have a lot of fuel with me, but I think that's important. Making fire, I have 1 lighter, I have a fire starter, and fire waterproof matches. So 3 sources to fire. That makes me calm and it doesn't take up a lot of space. So yep. I have a spoon to eat with, and there is a small knife in here as well to cut some food. I have 2 pans. They look like this. 2 pans. Boil water in one, cooking one. Also a little dish thing so I can make it clean. It's not super important when it's super cold because there's not a lot of bacteria living there, but you can still clean it if you eat something that's a bit dirty. I have a multi-tool to be able to fix the stove if something is happening. I also have reflectors to put around the pots and the stove, and to put on. I have also a thermos, so I always have a source of warm water with me if I need warm water quick. And this is also a smart thing to have. I don't know the name of it in English, but you probably see what it is. It's for like tea, but I use it so when I boil snow, because there can be some dirty things in the snow and stuff. So you just put it there and then you pour the water and the dirt will get stuck in this one. So a pretty small little gadget to bring with you. That helps a lot, I think. And also I have some pills disinfection pills. If you don't have time to boil the water correctly, you can add one of these into 1 liter of water, wait for 30 minutes and then you can drink it and it will disinfect the water. Animals can shit in the snow and stuff, so a small little insurance. You don't want to be sick outside in a tent in very cold climate because the body is losing a lot of energy as it is. So try to keep healthy and don't get sick. I also have 2 Nalgene bottles in those reflecting cases. Then I can put warm water in the morning and it will cool down during day, but it will still not be ice very quick. So if you will just have it like that, it will freeze very quick. So 2 reflector case for the bottles, and that's my water supply as well. That's all about the kitchen stuff. So let's continue. Toilet paper stuff, pretty boring. Here I have some toothbrush, I have shampoo, environmentally friendly shampoo, and also one thing that I can use for both laundry and dishes. So good thing to have. I need to laundry my clothes after a while, so pretty neat to bring with you. I have a line for the laundry and some earplugs, of course, when I'm driving, but also when I'm sleeping in the tent because it's very windy. There will be so much noise from the tent and the wind. So to be able to sleep, you need some earplugs, I think. I need at least. I have a small light towel with me. I have first aid kit. That's easy access on the bike. It's got some tourniquet, stop bleeding stuff. Yeah, a first aid kit with a little bit of everything. I got some extra reflector. I'm not supposed to drive when it's dark, but if I do, I have some extra reflector. If something happens, I can put on me, but I'm not wearing it normally. I have, this is also dressing, I guess. It's my goggles when I'm driving. I also have extra darker visor and a yellow visor. The yellow should give you some more contrast, but all the snow just look like pee, so I hate it. So I have a clear one on right now. I also have sunglasses. Sunny days, if you take a pause, you don't want to be winter blind, snow blind. I don't know the name of that, but yeah, you need goggles when the sun is coming back. Also safety things, I have a beacon. This is from rescueME, I think that's the brand. It's a one-time use, you can't check like GPS or weather or anything. This is just, if something happens, I can pull out the antenna and press the button and they will send the coordinates to SOS. So I have this in my pocket, in my jacket, so if I fall down from the bike or something, I can reach it with my hand. But it's battery driven. Battery should last long, but if you have it in extreme cold, it will last shorter, of course. So that's why I have it in my pocket and not outside, that I see some people have during summer. I also have a cream for frost that you can put on your skin. My skin always crack after a while and get very dry, and then you can use this one to get your hands health a bit better. On this side I have some extra stud for the tires. If I lose some, I can put some extra in. I have some oil to put in the locker if it's frozen. So some extra things in here. I'm not gonna take it out, but extra studs mainly. I have, so I can check temperature correctly in the tent. So I have a extra of those. I have tear aid kit to repair stuff. Not easy to repair stuff in very cold. Mostly you need to go inside to let the glue dry and stuff, because out in the cold it will not grip. But if something happened, I can maybe go inside on a tank station, or if I sleep inside somewhere, there is a possibility to repair things. The sleeping pad, for example, I don't think that will be able to fix out in the field very easy. Repair kit for the tires, mostly to get some air back in the tire. Small little kit that I bring with me. I have 2 power banks. One is for electronics, camera gear and stuff, and one is for jump starting the bike. I don't use this for anything else, even though I could use it as a power bank. This is reserved just for jump starting the bike. When it's like -15 and below, it's pretty hard to start the bike without. So I can do like 7 jump starts from this one without charge. So also essential gear to have with me. Those are from Gold Zero. I have Lite inside the tent. Should go with the tent gear, I guess. But yeah, 1 tent light and a headlight to do stuff in the dark. Also important, I guess. I have some extra, I don't know what to call this, but open, like straps that you can open up. Good to have if something happens. Extra wires to lock maybe the helm together with the bike. 2 extra of those carbine hookers as well, hooks. And a small little locker, so you can lock your tent if you are on a camping spot or somewhere and you wanna, I mean, it's easy to open, but still some extra protection, I guess. And this one also is a homemade, I can sit on it of course, but it's mostly if I eat a lot of dry food, you pour water into the dry food and then you have to wait for 10 minutes. And if it's very cold, the food will get cold so quick. So I have this case, I put the food inside of this and wait for 10 minutes and it will still be warm when I take it out. So a smart little gadget to have, I think. That's all the gear I will be using. If you have, for example, a bike with a chain, you need chain lubricate as well. Yeah, maybe I missed something, but I think this is most of the gear I will be using. I will have some food, of course, in the bags as well, but I haven't bought that yet. And I will have some camera gears as well, but I'm not going to go through that. Yeah, I think that covers up much of the gear. Next episode, I will be showing how I dress for a winter trip. So see you then, hopefully. Thank you.